Dear viewers, you are welcome all to a new edition, new version of Evans Echo from Sudan Echo platform. There is many topics to be tackled this evening and in this episode. One of them is the government, the Hope government, which have been passed 1 year. There is an evaluation of this government, the achievement, the failure, and what must be done. If there is a plan, if all ministers have their plan and executive program or not. To go over this government, the Hope government, we can find a very simple question can be raised. The importance, the necessity of the citizen needs, this is first, and secondly, also the reconstruction and rehabilitation of the whole damage of the war. Also, we can put a very important question concerning the economic situation in the country. If we go over all these questions, we cannot be satisfied about the result of the Hope government. There is really many problems inside. There is also difficulties, but despite these difficulties, the government can do something. The general satisfaction is very low about the achievements of the government. The external relations also, there is no any progress, as we say, because the late meeting of the Arab Leagues and also the late meeting of the African Union, the Peace and Security Council in Africa, and also the conference held in Banjul in Gambia regarding the human rights. All this can be given as one of the conferences which are expected to do something for supporting Sudan. And unfortunately, it is not happening. The government by Professor Kamil Idris as Prime Ministers, there is many links can be done with an external arena in the part and also with the internal arena in the second part. I think this could not achieve the results which the people of Sudan hope. The governments also have sort of lowness and negligence to many important things. If we speak about the necessity of the citizen, security, water, electricity, and other things, we can find the progress is very low as a result of two questions. One of them is the government have a plan, an executive program determined by a time to make an assessment of this achievement or not? We cannot find this, unfortunately. And the second question is the seriousness of the cabinet as whole to cover all the needs of the citizen. Second thing also, which can be one of the defects of this government, is to complete also the cabinet. If we go over the minister of the presidency of the cabinet itself, we can find that the minister have been dismissed before more than 3 months, and till now did not appointed another one to replace. And this is a very important minister which can coordinate all the ministers and can go over their programs. I think 1 year pass of the government, the Hope government, we can say the achievements is below the standard. The second topic for this week is the meeting of the Defense and Security Council in Sudan, headed by the Minister of Defense. And we speak about internal problems. Some of them are military, concerning the security, and the second one is regarding the attack which come from outside Sudan, the neighboring countries, and how can the Council of Defense make a plan to stop all these aggressions. At the internal level, they speak about the split of those who are one day a part of the rebellion and come back, Savannah, Nur al-Gubba, and also many others on the way, they are to come. And the question of security, to send a message to the citizen that the rebel cannot come again. And this is by the actions that all these military forces must be, as we said, to be in a campus outside the downtown. And the surrounding of this campus around the city make sort of panic to the citizen. Then the Security Council put a plan to disarm all these forces and to put them away of the citizen. The second question is concerning the necessity of the citizen, because this also, it will threaten the security. If there is a lack of electricity, lack of water, there is lack some of security, this can also threaten the security and must be solved within the government, the Sovereignty Council, and also the cabinet. We hope this meeting go forward to find a settlement for the militaries who are now around the capital, and also for the needs of the citizens. The third topic is the split of Savannah, this one who come from outside, and also held a press conference in which have given a very serious declaration. To come from a rebellion and to speak about them, that means you know what happened inside during your presence with them. He said that in a press release, press conference, declarations, that the Hemedti was now injured from the third time of the war, and physically he is really disabled. Maybe he can move here and there with many other activities, but actually he is disabled because his deputy, Abdurrahim Dagalo, was now directing the situation. Second, also declaration which is very important is that Hemedti has no will now. There is a foreign bodies which orient, it is political and also military operation. That means that those who supply and support the rebellion, they are directed the operations in the field. He said also there is a very internal conflict between many, because there is a sort of bias with their tribes, and there is physical qualifications and liquidation for many leaders of these rebels. All this can be transferred by his declaration, and he said in a very clear way that the rebel want now to separate the region of Darfur and Kordofan. This is the last plan which in the area, and which is the foreign bodies who support the rebel and the milice want to put it in exercise. I think the importance of the declaration is to cast lights on the way of thinking of this rebellion and to give the government lights to have a very clear plan to deal with all those who have splitted from the rebellion and those who are coming down the coming days. Dear viewers, this is the end of our episode for this week from Evans Echo. Thank you for following us from Sudanese Echo platform. We can meet each other next week. Goodbye.